Good morning, everybody. This is Rachelle with Grief Recovery with Rachelle. So this morning I was thinking about something I've been hearing a lot this week, actually, well, forever. And it's the concept of, well, you just got to move on. How many times have you ever heard in your life after something has hurt you, maybe even when you fell as a little kid and scraped your knee? Well, you just got to keep going. Oh, brush it off. Oh, you'll be fine. And we do have to do that a little bit so our kids can learn that we can't just like cry wolf every single time we fall and get a bump. I get that. But as an adult, let's say you have an emotional or a relationship breakup and somebody tells you, well, you just got to move on. You just got to get over it. You got to go, I don't know, go on a date. Well, you got to put yourself together and you got to get going. Or you have a friend breakup, or you have someone die. And after a certain period of time, I do think that tends to be a common thing that is said, well, you just got to move on. You just got to get over it. So someone said this to me the other day, that this is what they heard. And my first thought was, well, what does that mean? What does get over it mean? I think sometimes we say things because we've been hearing it forever, and so now we're going to repeat it, but are you really thinking about what you're repeating? And in grief recovery, we really start to unearth a lot of things that we have heard or been told or said for our entire life, and they don't even make sense sometimes. They don't serve us well. They often create a lot of pain in the person who's hearing it. And I don't think the person who says these things is often intending to be hurtful, but maybe they just don't know how to hurt or help the hurting person. Maybe they just don't know what to do. They feel uncomfortable, or, they're feeling uncomfortable because the other person is just, feeling this emotion for this extended period of time, whatever it might be. The point is, I know I have said at some point, well, you're just going to have to get over it. There's no such thing. You have to get through it. And then where we get stuck is we don't know what through even means, because we don't have the tools generally. We don't have, the know-how. Or another one I've heard actually is build a bridge and get over it. Oh, that one kills me. And my other personal favorite is, oh, put your big girl panties on and move on. Okay, those are terrible, but we say them. What does it even mean? What does it really mean? Because when your heart is broken, it's broken. You can go through the days. You can put your makeup on, like I've always said this. You can go to work. You can go work out. You can go out to dinner. You can go pray about it. You can do all of these different things, but none of them are actually going to serve you well, because they're not the complete series of steps to heal your broken heart. So when we're saying things like get over it, we aren't intending to be hurtful, but the way it's generally perceived by the person who is hurting, the griever, it is hurtful, it's confusing, it's damaging, and then the griever starts to feel ashamed or uncomfortable, or just really just sense that it's not okay that they're feeling the way that they're feeling. And so we inadvertently lead that griever into hiding their emotions, hiding what they're feeling. And we teach them slowly to just move on. Like we say, they just keep going. They just bury their pain, bury their emotion, their feelings, and they just move about through life. But they're carrying this piece of luggage called pain, heartache, grief, sadness, depression. Gosh, everyone around, it seems, is using the word depression. That just literally means a lowered state of feeling. Well, go through a bad breakup, go through a move that hurt you, or a job change and all the things that go through, or just general unhappiness for whatever reason. There's 100 reasons. Maybe someone has died, maybe you've divorced, maybe your kids just aren't growing up quite the way that you had intended for them to be, or maybe you're having a hard time getting pregnant. Who knows? But the point is, there are many reasons to have your heart broken, and saying get over it, whatever, it's not helpful, and we're really keeping people stuck in their grief. What if we could say something encouraging like, hey, have you checked into the grief recovery method? Have you looked into something that would actually be helpful? Or, gosh, I'm really sorry that you're hurting. Is there anything I could do to help you? Oh, you just want me to listen? I can do that. Hug them, love them. We can't help everyone, but also as a griever, it does get frustrating to hear you tell the same story all the time. What are you going to do to help your broken heart? You can't just live telling your story, because that doesn't bring completion. So I do really encourage you, if you are the person who doesn't know what to say to a griever, or if you're the griever, come take a grief recovery method class, a 7-week and 8-week, figure it out, what's going to be best for you. Find your local person at griefrecoverymethod.com, or if you're in the Santa Clarita area, call me. I'd love to work with you, and I have a great friend and partner who I work with and share the office with. Let us know when it's time for you to get started to help your broken heart. You've got to do this. You've got to help your broken heart. Get the tools that you need that you can carry throughout life to help you with your pain. I hope this little video has been helpful, and we'll talk with you next time.